Hello everyone and welcome to task number 2. In this task, we will cover AI applications in fashion. Please note that this task is still categorized under the easy, I would say, category, so going to be simple and pretty straightforward. Please note that in this task, we are going to have reading material. So I'm going to provide you guys with an article that you should read within, I would say, 10 minutes approximately. And then afterwards, I'm going to include a quiz for you guys so you can go ahead, give it a shot, and assess your knowledge. Please note that we are going to follow the same structure in every single day. So tomorrow, again, we're going to do the same deal. In task 1, I'm going to provide you guys with the project demo and project card as well. And then in task 2, we're gonna provide you guys with the actual real world practical application of whatever project that we are going to cover in every day. And also we are going to include a reading material and a quiz as well. And then over the next series of tasks, I'm going to show you guys how to build, train, test, and deploy the AI model at scale. Okay? All right, so if you guys remember in the previous task, what we have learned is we have been able to cover the project card and demo. So we learned that we're going to build, train, test, and deploy an AI model to predict fashion classes from images. We learned that we're going to use a tool known as Google Teachable Machines, and we learned about the inputs and outputs as well. And next, we went through a quick demo. I hope you guys enjoyed that one and found it pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover AI in fashion. So the global fashion industry is valued at $3 trillion industry, and it accounts for around 2% of the world's GDP. And GDP, or the gross domestic product, is essentially a measure of the market value of all the goods and services that are produced in a given period of time. And the fashion industry right now, as we speak, is kind of undergoing a massive transformation by adopting artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and computer vision techniques and technologies. So in this project, we will assume that a fashion retailer has hired you to build a virtual assistant, or stylist we call it, that looks at customer Instagram and Facebook images and essentially classifies what fashion category they are wearing, meaning are they wearing bags, they're wearing glasses, flip-flops, dresses, and so on. The model can help the retailer detect and forecast fashion trends and launch targeted marketing ad campaigns as well. All right, so what I wanted to show you guys is I wanted to show you 2 AI applications in the fashion industry. So the first application is known as virtual AI fashion models. So a company known as DataGrid has been able to develop a full body model automatic generation AI. And essentially they leverage a technique known as GANs, or generative adversarial networks. So let me show you guys what do I mean by that. So if you guys go back to here, this is the DataGrid website, and this is the application that I'm referring to. So if you guys go ahead and run this video, basically what's going on right now is there is an AI model that is able to generate all these different poses for all these different virtual models, essentially. So none of these models are actually real. So all of them are essentially generated by AI, or generated by what we call it GAN, or generative adversarial networks. And then what you guys see here is they can actually change poses. They can change as well, you know, like the fashion item they are wearing. It's actually super, super powerful, and it actually poses a huge risk to human fashion people or models, essentially, because it can take away their jobs. Okay, so let's go back here. So the AI can essentially automatically generate fashion images of non-existing models. And I've included the video that was the video that we just saw right now. I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and check out the Data Grid website. There's a lot of useful information. And this is just one application of AI in fashion. The second application that I wanted to show you guys is what's known as Instagram virtual influencers or models. So instead of having real human being, as a Instagram influencer, what's going on right now, there is a huge shift into having completely virtual digital Instagram influencer. So if you guys go back to here, this is one example of an Instagram model. It's known as like Pseudogram. And essentially, this is just a virtual fashion model, essentially. It's not real. And what you guys see here is following, like, it's amassing 218,000 followers, and there's a huge trend right now into moving from real fashion influencers and models into having digitalized AI-powered models as well. The next application that I wanted to show you guys is known as by Fabricant Digital Fashion House. So I have it open here as well. So this is the Fabricant Digital Fashion House. What you guys see here is essentially everything is digitized. What you guys see here is Digital Fashion House. All the videos that are being shown here, all the fashion items, they are generated digitally, not necessarily by AI, but the idea here is we're just moving from kind of the human element into digital virtual world, especially in fashion, as what you guys can see here. Okay, the next article that I wanted to show you guys is, this article has been published by Sinead Bovel. I hope I pronounced it right. Essentially states that I'm a model and I know that AI will eventually take my job. It's really interesting read, just show you guys kind of, the power of artificial intelligence and how it could essentially pose a threat to a lot of jobs that are being done or conducted by humans. Okay, so that was the first application. The second application that I wanted to show you guys that is closely related to our project is known as Facebook AI Lifestyle Assistant. So AI Lifestyle Assistant can analyze photos and make product recommendations. There is an artificial neural network known as GrokNet, and essentially it's an AI-powered system that is designed for shopping. It simply works by recognizing product attributes from pictures such as fashion, home decor, and so on. And essentially what you could do is that you can try products virtually and listen to recommendations from friends and family. And I've included a link for you guys here to this article. It's called Powered by AI, Advancing Product Understanding and Building New Shopping Experience. So let me show you guys that video and let me play it for you just to get an idea of what's actually going on here.
We're building AI systems to not only make it easier to buy and sell things online, we're engineering something entirely new. Imagine this. You've moved into a new place and you realize you need a little more light. An AI lifestyle assistant can analyze your furniture and recommend the perfect mid-century lamp to complement your decor. You can then try it out virtually and even share photos with your friends to see what they think. Plus, when it's time to declutter, the AI assistant can help you sell things by categorizing and describing items in any language. Facebook AI is one step closer to making this happen.
All right, so as you guys can see here, this is actually really interesting application of AI. And again, the idea is to try to recognize elements in pictures, and then the AI model can essentially recommend to you products that you can try virtually, and it can also help you guys sell products as well online and categorize them by classes or categories. Okay, so now it's time for our reading time and for our quiz as well. And today's topic is on AI applications in the fashion industry. So I've included a link here to an article by Vikram Singh Bisan, I hope I pronounced it right. And the article is a great article actually on how AI is changing fashion and the impact on the industry with use cases. So please go ahead, give it a shot. The article should take around 9 minutes. And then at the end, afterwards, I'm going to provide you guys with a 5 minutes quiz approximately. So that's it. That's simply all I have for task number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. In task number 3, let's go ahead and perform data exploration. So please stay tuned. Best of luck on the quiz, and I'll see you guys in the next task.